Hi everyone, Bob Thomason here. Wanted to spend just a little bit of time and show you how I go through and do some updates on WordPress. This particular website needs some updates on it, and I wanted to take the time to record this so that you can see some of the procedures that I go through. If you don't have to follow everything exactly the way I do it, but I found some problems in the past in not going through this process, so I'm going to show you how I do it and see if this will be helpful to you. Now, first of all, you need to log into your account. And now we come up with a typical WordPress dashboard here. You notice I need to upgrade to WordPress 4.1, and if I scroll down here, also I've got some plugins that I need to update, and I'll bet you that there's some themes that need to be updated as well. You can do the themes first or you can do the plugins first, really doesn't matter there. But one thing I found with the plugins is I go through the plugins individually most of the time. Now if it's a site and we have probably in excess of 80, maybe as many as 100 sites that we do, and most of them are WordPress. What I've found is that if I try to update all of these at once, normally it works fine, but in some cases it will error out on you. When it does, it really messes things up and takes a lot of time to go back and regroup and figure out where the problem came in. So on critical sites, sites that you really don't want to lose information on or don't want to take a chance of it, then I would suggest going through these updates individually, one at a time. And you'll notice here this particular plugin I'm not using, it's not activated, but I will update that plugin anyway, because what I've found, I've had an instance where I've had a site that was shut down, a whole system that was shut down because of spyware or malware, as they called it, in the system. And it's very difficult to go through and figure out which pages are causing it and which pages are not. So I go through the whole thing and just update all of the plugins that I have in the back end here. Even though some of them are not being used, I just update every one of them. Now I've got all my plugins updated, as you can see. Now I'm going to click on the themes and see what we've got in the way of themes. Now see 4 different themes right here, and I just go to that theme and I click on update. Now it doesn't take me just a few moments to do this. As you see though, I'm updating this stuff individually. I'm not doing a mass update. I'm going through and updating each one of them as I come to it. And that's got all the background stuff updated. Now if I click on this update now button, this carries me to an update menu here, and I could click on this and update it. But I need to do one more step that has really been helpful to me, and I'm going to pause this video because I see something that needs to be installed. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had one plugin that I needed to install here because I wanted to show this. I came across this plugin called Duplicator some time ago, and it's a real easy way to either duplicate a website, which I use it for in many cases, or if a site crashes and I need to start from scratch and rebuild it, I can use this duplicator to do so. So I'm going to walk through this and show you how this is done. And it's real important that you do the duplication, especially on a critical site, because this is a fail-safe way in my estimation. It has saved me a number of times from having a website that gives me problems during this update process. Normally the update doesn't give you any problems, but if it does, this is the way to go back to square one, go back where you started from, and just totally rebuild it. And it's a lot less time consuming than trying to rebuild the whole site from scratch and remember everything that you've done, especially if it's a large site. Now, this is just part of the naming convention right here. This is just my way of doing things because I like to know. I know this is using WordPress 4.01 instead of 4.1, and I always, this system starts with the date, and that's today's date, and now I can just hit next to build this. It didn't take but just a few moments on this one. On some of your larger sites, you see here it gives me a warning. I don't worry about that right now. But on some of your larger sites, this can take a while for this information to build. And you can pour through this and learn more about Site Duplicator. But I'm just going to click on the Build button right here. Takes just a few moments for this information to build. Shouldn't take long at all. And this way I will have a backup of this site that I can actually go there. It completed, showed 15 seconds that it took. So now I'm going to click on Installer right here, and I'm going to save this, and I'm going to save it in a directory here under the website, and this is wheelwarehouse.co.nz. So I'm going to go to that particular directory because I have these directories on my local computer. Here we go. So that I can, there we go. And I'll create a folder called Backup. This way, any website that I build, I've got it, images and specific file information. If I need that, I've got that on my local PC so that I can refer back to it. Yeah, so I'll just save the installer PHP, and that has been accomplished. And now I'm going to go over to, I'm going to click on Archive. Archive creates a zipped file. And the zipped file has all of the WordPress structure files, PHP files, what have you, configuration, the whole bit is in here, plus your MySQL database. That's what makes it so nice, because everything's all rolled into one package right here. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to tell it where to save it. And it's already in the right directory, so I'm going to save that. It'll take me just a few moments. And I've got a progress bar up here. I'm using Firefox if you're wondering, but I've got a progress bar that shows me what is being saved, and that arrow just means that the save was complete. So now I've done everything. I've updated all the plugins. I've updated the appearance, or updated the website templates, all of them that needed to be updated, and now I'm ready to go over here and click on Update. And first of all, again, before I start this WordPress update, I want to check to make sure that I don't have any problems, and the page looks fine. The page looks as it should. So now I'm going to click on Update. This shouldn't take more than just a few moments, and it'll refresh, and it brings me to this page right here. So this tells me that the page, that the new WordPress structure 4.1 has been put in. And you'll notice here that I've got one plugin that needs to be updated. This is normal, because I use Tiny MCE Advanced in here. It gives me some tools when I'm doing pages or creating posts, what have you. It gives me more tools to work with in the toolbar there. So I need to update that. Pretty simple update, pretty straightforward. Wait till it gives me a success, and then I can refresh this one more time. And you see that the page is still there. So now this website is up to date. I updated all the plugins, the themes, and updated to 4.1, to the WordPress 4.1 version. Hope this has been helpful. And if it has been, well, just leave me a comment. Appreciate a comment in the section below this video, and let me know if you would like information on anything else. Thanks so much.